Oh, welcome to the Six Figure Body Podcast. Today I'm gonna be going over just down with the fad diets, man. I don't even have anything written down today. Normally I have something written down, but today I don't. This was just on my heart. This was heavy on my heart. Because I was talking with a client at the gym earlier today. And I'm just like, man, this topic needs to be talked about daily, 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 right? So, I mean, let's just start with, right, the idea of six-figure body to me is the when you look at like the Olympia stage, those guys that are bodybuilding, the men's physique guys, right? So not the super huge Ronnie Coleman guys, not 212, not classic, Chris Bumstead, not him, but Brandon Hendrickson, right? Aaron Banks, right? Those type of guys, right? When I think about six-figure body, that's what I think about. You know, dudes that you would see on the beach that are like they got muscle, they got the muscle, they got the definition, but they're not the Hulk, but they definitely got some muscle, right? They're definitely put together, right? So that's the idea to me, when I think about six-figure body, right? So in order to obtain that, right, I can guarantee you that that will not be through fad diets. I would say the fad diet is what is going to give you the belly, is what is going to give you that lethargic feeling. It's going to give you something that you're not looking for. And then that right there, that is going to cause confusion because everybody's talking about, oh, well, you got to fast for this many hours, or take out carbs completely. Let's do the keto thing, let's blah, 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 blah. When none of that will get you the six-figure body, none of that will get you looking like, none of that will get you looking like that, the guy on the beach with muscles, right? None of that will get you. And I'll give you a few background stories, right? As a wrestler, growing up, I felt shitty. Why? Because I didn't eat. When it was time to cut weight, I started pulling back on food. Some days I just wouldn't eat at all. That felt horrible. That was so dumb. That was so stupid. My blood sugar would tank. I didn't even realize that my blood sugar would tank, but that like faint, lightheaded feeling that you get when you haven't eaten for a while, yeah, that's your blood sugar tanking, right? And that shit just didn't work for me. That was stupid. That was absolutely dumb. Over the years, right? Um, senior year of high school, and I ate more regularly and I didn't restrict, on so much. That was the best year of sports that I ever had in my entire life. Why? Because I was eating food. I wasn't doing any type of crazy restrictions or anything like that, right? Another example, right? Having having competed in a few bodybuilding shows, right, within the past few years. I feel horrible when we start pulling carbs out. That feels absolutely horrible. You can barely think. This whole like this keto thing or whatever, this whole like pulling it's this fad diet thing. Here's an even better example, right? My dad's got diabetes. My dad's got diabetes, right? Type 2. Okay? So that means his blood sugar, if he's overdoing it on the glucose or if he's underdoing it on the glucose, then it could be a huge problem for him, right? Even my dad eats carbs. My dad eats carbs, proteins, and fats. You can bet your bottom dollar because if he does not, if he overdoes his carbs or if he, is super low in his carbs, we're taking a trip to the hospital. I'm talking diabetic coma, right? Immediately, right? So I feel like those are two perfect examples. Those are a few good examples to show that like the whole fat diet thing, or I'm gonna just take out carbs completely, or I'm just gonna fast. That's stupid. That's really, really dumb, right? Because you're gonna have a really hard time having the energy to work out and put on muscle and or retain muscle, right? So it's much better. It's much better for like everything to be balanced, because each macro, each carb, protein, and fat does something different for our bodies, right? That we totally need. Carbs give you energy, right? They help you think. Okay, protein helps you recover. It helps you repair, helps you build more muscle, right? And then the fat is a secondary energy source, right? We need fat, and it helps regulate your hormones, right? And those are things that we need all of those. We can't just take one thing out because we need those to be us. You know what I'm saying? Without one of those things, like then that's when shit starts going south. Either your blood sugar is spiking, or you're just, as a man, you're just not able to retain muscle, or hormones are out of whack, and you don't want any of those, right? So that's why the fat diets, just throw those out, because you end up binging or whatever, on fat diets. So you just might as well just have balanced meals, and then that six-figure body, right? That you're looking to get. I mean, you'll have that in no time. You just need the structure. You don't have to restrict yourself like crazy. You just need the structure, and then you'll be good to go. So if you are that guy that you are stepping away from the fat diet world and want to step into something that is more balanced with your meals, then send me a DM at Keem Fit. Send me a DM. I'd be glad to share some tips with you, and or schedule a call with me, right? www.keem-fit.com. I love to send you whatever info, whatever quick tips that I can to help you get on that path to looking good and feeling good, right? So I appreciate you guys for being here with me. Stay great, and I'm out of here.